I might microdose some mushrooms today. Like ice cream. We are in our park home. So we have become forest people now. Hello! I'm gonna make a vlog about my daily life. What I find really interesting is I do so many things in my life that I don't think that anyone wants to actually see. But Ferdi says that people like to see things. So I will share with you that this morning I went for a walk around the park and listened to some voice messages from friends and then meditated, did some rapé, came home, Ferdi and I made love, and now I'm gonna dance in the kitchen and make ice cream, and we're gonna go to the park and record more podcasts, and I might microdose some mushrooms today in the park, which sounds really nice because my nature battery is really feeling like it needs to be recharged here in the city. And then later today, it's Friday, so we have our weekly meetup. So you can follow me along. David, what are you doing?
Is this your first vlog?
Yeah.
I don't know what you said, but you live the most interesting life.
I just said I didn't know that people actually want to see my life.
Yeah, because your life is so real. Everything that comes, you look at, you want to grow, expand, and you make everything fun, and you like there and...
Do you want to tell them how we made love? How it happened?
He was like, you want to make love? And you were like, come here. And I was like, yep.
You were like on the treadmill, like doing things on the computer, like...
Baby, but back to like your life.
Yeah.
You know? Like I wish you would have vlogged it more, like your time during lockdown and Kopangan, all this, and like on YouTube it's so much fake, and not to blame anyone, because most people don't know who they are, and then they see like what gives up a lot of views and have personas and stuff, and you're actually real, and it's like it's so cool because this is actually real, you know. I can't tell you how many times during lockdown on the island I was like, is anyone filming this? Does anyone have a camera? But so many people on the island were telling me not to put it online because they were like, the word's gonna get out about Kopangan. A fear mindset. So yeah, I'm putting the bananas out, frozen bananas, for an ice cream, frozen berries, because if you let it defrost for a couple minutes, you need less hot water, and it's not so freezing cold, because if it's so freezing cold, you know, but if it's like a bit melty, it's the best. And that's why I love these summer days. It's like defrosting so fast, so it's perfect. I'm just cutting some watermelon, and I'm so happy the season just starts because this watermelon is just mediocre. But then what I do, balsamic vinegar, and then you have some healthy vinegar, which makes you so much. I love that everything turns into a food vlog with you. Like the studies are insane how more satiated you are if you add vinegar, and also the sweet one makes it extra sweet, so it's like perfect. It's like all of a sudden it's a ripe watermelon. So I do this a lot, especially when I'm alone. Like the other day at the park, I was just alone and I put on my headphones and I just danced, and everyone was looking at me. Guys were coming up and asking me for my number, and I was like, I'm just vibing. Let me vibe. I can't let you go, baby. I just want to tell you that. No. Yeah. All of my friends say, take care, cause that man is trouble, you best beware. And though deep down I know I might be headed for teardrops, now that you got me started I just can't stop. No, cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I love this so much because it tastes like ice cream. The more you eat, the healthier you get. What a concept. He said the more you eat, the healthier you get. Because it's just bananas, blueberries, almond milk, and a little bit of hot water to melt it when you're blending, and a little bit of plant protein. I think I need to blend it a little bit more. I put it in a Tupperware because I want to eat it in the park. I feel like eating in nature just automatically makes everything better. So I'm taking mine to go. Let's go to the park. We are in our park home. I literally have it on Google Maps, park home, because we spend probably like, how many hours? Like 5 hours a day here. And this is where we answer messages, record podcasts, keep upgrading. Today I bought my UFO pillow, and I already know I'm gonna bring it now all the time. Like yesterday I was laying here and used the rings as a pillow, but it wasn't so nice. So pillow, blanket, gymnastic rings,
pretty
a lot
soon we're
of
just gonna
water,
move here.
a lot of fruits, an ice cream, our podcast equipment, something to read.
But look at how beautiful it is.
So beautiful.
So we're to keep talking about how we're probably gonna get our UFO soon and then just live here in the park and like live in the UFO, but it'll be invisible, so we can just step into it, make an ice cream, and then come back out here and hang out. People are like, where did they go? And we're like, we can't tell you. You know?
Will be continued.
We'll give you the tour. So we have become forest people now.
Yeah.
We've officially upgraded to the forest.
This is our living room.
This is our new living room. I took a tiny bit of mushrooms and now I'm gonna meditate and soak up this nature. This is the new spot. Because what I always say is like... So Ferdi and I were laying here, listening to the birds and looking at the trees. And we were talking about maybe we move the Friday meetups to Tiergarten here because we come here like every day. And I feel like it's really important that if you're sharing energy with other people, like offering your energy like we are when we host the meetups, that we are in a place where it's like we actually want to be there. Like my body on a somatic, like body experiencing level is excited to be there. And for me, like we'll test it out because we want it to be easy for people to get to. But for me, like I still park like on a Friday evening, the train going by and tons of people is not necessarily a place that I want to be. Because I feel like here at Tiergarten it's just like actual nature and my body's been really craving connecting to nature. Like I had a little cry a little bit ago because I just like really miss my dog and the waterfalls and the beaches of Kopenhagen.
Still Berlin, you know, so all our stuff, and I locked our bicycles.
Yeah, Ferdi's had 4 or more, but I think he said 4 bicycles stolen in the last 10 years that he's lived here. I mean, it's 10 years, but 4 bicycles is a lot. I've had 1 bicycle stolen my whole life, and I got it back. I don't know, that's another thing about being here versus the island. It's like, it's so much more, like you have to be careful and like watch your stuff. And it's like, I feel like on Copenhagen, during this last high season, it was getting like that a little bit, but for the most part, it's pretty chill, you know? Baby, what were you talking about being so woke?
It's crazy, you know, because like it's sometimes scary because it's like this psychedelic trip which is called life when you're so awake. It's like you're on like tripping all the time, and it's like a bit scary knowing that it quote unquote never stops, but you feel so good if you're in the right environment. That's why we have to be so cautious because we're so aware of everything.
To get your hand gestures in.
So aware of everything. That's why we're lying here, literally under the trees, because we have to be so aware in what energies are we around, because the trip can so quickly shift. Because we're like, our channels are open and we want to stay open. So that's why I haven't chilled with anyone, and that's why I'm mostly in nature.
Did you like
but
my
it's amazing.
podcast about protecting your energy?
Baby, I love it. It's so good.
I just made one about how to deal with people who are spiritually asleep. Basically, it's like how to protect your energy. Because when you wake up, your chakras and like your energy points are open because we are all one big organism. And we've gone through this period of separation, but now we're starting to remember that we are all connected. And when you're in a safe environment with amazing, safe people in the same vibration, it's amazing to be open and like share that energy. But if you're around people who are not awake and they have a lot of negative beliefs, it's like you gotta protect your energy.
I want to bring like 150 people on our frequency, and we all go to like Königsleiten or any village like in Austria or so in the mountains, and we have this eco village there, and cool people can come visit us, and we're like up the mountain, this amazing view, and it's just
I keep having this farmhouse come to me in like my meditation / visions, and it's like on a lake or like connected to a lake, like walking distance, and then there's mountains all around, and we have an area where we can grow our own food, and like we like live there, and then we invite really special people in to share energy with us and grow some food and just be in this new earth vibration with us.
I see mountains and water and forests.
Yeah, lots of forests.
Like I don't need a beach.
I feel like Copenhagen fulfills that for me.
I'm more mountains, and for me like water, it's already so enough if it's like a lake, and even like for me, an ocean, it's not so, cannot do so much with it, you know. Whereas
It's not
a lake,
productive.
no, but it's like it's often
not
so hot.
on point.
It's so hot that like in the middle of the day, it's like Kopangan. Like sometimes I was there, I'm like, how can people be here shirtless? The sun, we're not meant for this. And like in Austria,
but it gets really hot in Austria too, right? Even with the sun.
Yeah, but then the forest, you can like walk around the lake, you know, like it's all great, like all nature's great. But you know, like often the ocean reminds me more like beaches of like desert.
We're manifesting it. Let us know if you know of a farmhouse. I think it would be cool to have it be in Austria or like somewhere driving distance to Berlin.
But it's also so nice to have all these possibilities around. It just feels good, you know? Like even if I don't use them in a day, it felt good having them around.
You mean like the stuff that you can do here in Berlin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I just wonder how much I actually will use them, you know?
Today the meetup, last weekend the castle, we went to Barbali Spa, tomorrow we go to the aesthetic dance. Next week you're gonna do your women's circle, we're gonna host another play party. Like just Ole invited me to this solstice gathering at Teufelsberg, and it's like even if it's just a couple things in the week, it's already a lot. Like this is what I miss if I'm just in nature.
I'm craving our home having an outdoor space.
Yes.
Like this morning I went for a walk around Gleisel Park just because I was like, I'm not quite ready to go to Tiergarten yet, but I want to listen to some messages and meditate. And I mean, I'm grateful that we have the park.
But if we go here, like our higher selves maybe do this for the reason that we be symbols and other people see us and being like, wow, this is the frequency I want to be in, and they need to see it, you know. Every day hundreds of people see us. Being proud of yourself and happy to spread your frequency. And also the bicycle ride here is beautiful. Like I love going in my imagination, listening to music. Like it's all perfect, you know.
You know, I really don't enjoy bicycling in cities. I love bicycling that's not around traffic. But I feel like Berlin's way safer than New York. Like I didn't even bicycle in New York because it's just crazy there and not in a good way. But here, it's at least they have the bike lanes.
It's like in 1 hour we need to switch the park. But yeah, let's try next week to the meetup in.
I already told them.
Yeah.
When was the last time you soaked up nature?
Yeah, like yesterday in my apartment, I was looking at nature videos, you know.
Why?
I was doing bashar cutouts and I wanted to look at something nice.
You know, when I used to work in a law firm, I would nature, like just pictures of nature, like all around my desk and on my wallpaper because I was just like trying to soak it up. I cannot believe that people stay
like how can
in
people
offices
still
all
do
day
that?
long.
Like I cannot anymore.
Baby, you never stayed in an office.
No, I did.
What? When?
Yeah, this shot is already going forever, but I did. But I didn't need much, you know.
Like what? 6 months or something?
Yeah, less.
I did 6 years.
Yeah, why? You chose that.
Okay, I'm ending the shot here. Right now we are doing the connection games for the meetup. And I had everyone hold hands and close their eyes and we ommed together and it was great because I could tell at first people were super nervous and then I was like, everyone who's looking at us, we all had our eyes closed, but I was like, don't worry about whoever's looking at us. They're just jealous of our vibration. So ohm as loud as you can, and then everyone ohmed really loud, and it was really fun. I feel like for me it's been like a journey to really allow myself to drop into the community here because I was so in my community on Kopangan, and like that's like my soul. Like I have people there that are like my soul tribe, and I'm really calling in more of that here in Berlin. And I realized today that I need to make myself open to receiving that. You know, like there's people here and they're amazing. And they want to get to know me, and so it's more just about the energy of me being open and receptive to receiving that soul tribe. So it's a work in progress. We're all figuring it out, you know?